Hell's Island, the first heist we got from this year's Crime Fest, and you know, everybody knows which this next heist is going to be. There is no surprises there, but yeah, I decided to do this on Death Sentence 1 Down, solo with no skills, with Team AI of course. Mainly I'm using Team AI because I increased the spawn cap to 3 players, which should be so many that it's hard to actually control the enemies. Playing pure solo without any skills is a little bit more difficult, definitely, but again, if you take it slow, it's probably more impossible, but it's boring to take it slow. I already done the Golden Grin Casino with no skills, although I decided not to upload that because I spent way over an hour for that. Because, solo, no skills with Team AI and that heist. Yeah, it takes a long time because you need to constantly, like, turn on the big drill and all that there. And just uploading, you know, gameplay that lasts for 1 hour is just boring in general. When you are not doing anything really interesting, all you do is hide in the bathroom and wait for the assault waves to end, then you do objectives. Anyway, to this heist. This heist was honestly surprisingly good. The only thing I don't like about this heist is this first area. It had the traditional, like, new level design that Overkill have implemented with the last few new heists. Just add spawn points absolutely everywhere, so you will always be surrounded by enemies. Which, it's fine on Death Wish and lower, but on Death Sentence, it's yeah, it's very annoying because tank guys, you know, they deal over 200 damage each shot, and yeah, you are in 1-2 shot range with every single build. And yeah, it gets really annoying. Well, that's with armor, of course. But this heist, at least for now, it seems like enemies don't deal full damage. At least not the normal enemies. I can't really tell with the special units, but I wouldn't be surprised if they also aren't dealing full damage as they're supposed to on Death Sentence. Also, I'm not good with the javelins. I'm really bad with them. As you can probably see, I'm missing a lot of them. Yeah, as I'm talking about loadout stuff, let's talk about my loadout. I'm using the Dragon Breath Grim secondary, the single Grim. And primary I'm using Little Friend, mainly using it for the grenade launcher. The DMR is nice on it, but it's... The Little Friend have always been like primarily a grenade launcher, secondarily a DMR. Or, as I like to call it, it's a grenade launcher with a DMR attachment on it. When it got released before the DMR nerfs, this gun was actually a really good jack of all trade. Now, since they nerfed DMRs, like the grenade launcher part of Little Friend is still amazing, but the DMR part is not as good. That ammo pickup is not good. Like I think the DMR ammo pickup is actually worse than the grenade launcher pickup on this gun now, which just tells you. So yeah. Also, I'm not sure if I got saved by the Anarchist health damage immunity effect or not there. But hey, no health. This is everyone that is running a Berserker build's dream, to end up with absolutely no health. Well, unless you're using a mod that sets your health to, you know, whatever you want when you're using Berserk. But why would you do that? Berserker is really good skill in general in this game. Definitely one of the best skills. But again, the best skills in Payday 2 are just Inspire, Swan Song. Why? Because you can do everything in the game with those 2 skills. You can just cheese the game forever with those 2. You don't need to do an objective, run out there, Swan Song it, and then run back to cover. You need to revive a teammate that just went down for suiciding on objective. Just yell at him. Boom, they're back up. So yeah. So here I'm going back for the Thermite. Also spoiler, I'm going into custody once while I do this because I decided let's try to go into custody here instead of using the medic bag. Because surprisingly enough, I spent like 5 or 6. I spent like 5 or 6 attempts here. I already knew this was going to be very easy to do with no skills, but this easy? Yeah, that was kind of surprising. Only one other attempt actually made it out there because I was kind of experimenting a little bit, like, with the spots and all that, and see, like, what was better or not. And what I found out is that with the thermite paste, it was not really worth waiting for the end of the assault wave before you start to run out to get the second one. Just start running when the assault wave is close to end. Yeah, that's the words. Yes. And when the assault wave ends, you run back, because if you really don't want to risk anything, you can just run right back into sewer, because the enemies cannot access that area. Enemies will never go down into the sewers that you start in. Same with like the other area, like that is past the camera room or whatever it is, that connects to the cell blocks. The stairs there around that area. Also, it seems like the enemies will not walk there. Also, while you're in the sewer and that area that I just mentioned, it seems like assault waves will never end, never begin, and you will always like have a limited long pause as long as you stay in there. At least when I tested out, I ran around and just looked at the map, checked if there were any weird glitch spots or whatever. I actually found that out, and I found that a little bit weird, but hey. So I guess that's the cheat strategy in like public lobbies. If you really want to get everyone back, you just get jokers, and when you get to those areas, you just wait for the assault wave to end, and then you have unlimited pause, so you can get everyone back if you still want to. At least 2 people back if you have jokers, so. Also, the upload I did with the first time I should play this heist, very lazy upload, yes, I know. I don't care really, just decided to get that out. Because I was already considering trying to do this without any skills to begin with. So that's why I kind of just did a lazy upload there. So I can get a little bit more interesting upload now, which I'm doing. So, yeah, at least now I know what to do on this heist, so I will not like spend an awful long time doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, this area you have really good cover. This is a really good cover spot in this room itself. You have a lot of like corners and small spots you can have cover from almost every single direction, which is pretty nice. You know, for once, Overkill give us a heist again where you actually have cover, which is cool. Also, with the rest of this heist, I would say you have very good cover for every single other area on this heist, which is pretty nice. You don't have to like watch like 2, 3, 4, 5 spawn points at once, which is extremely annoying if you're playing solo, especially if you play solo with the team AI. Even though, yeah, shotguns are super overpowered in this game, especially the auto shotties. But still, it's so tedious, you have to spin around all the time to just clear everything. Yeah, at least here you at least have a good amount of like cover spots that protects you, which is pretty cool. That's minigun doser, now he's dead. Javelins, they are so good. I never use them because you don't really need to use them. But if you don't have anything with you that can kill dosers super efficiently, with like a weapon that is very ammo efficient, like a DMR. Like I'm using especially little friend DMR. You know, they are really nice to have as backup. Also here I get a little bit lucky, I guess. I decided to just run because, hey, I still have the doctor bag, so if I need to heal up, I can heal up here, or gamble and just not heal up until I reach the acid medic bag. So yeah, I got the canteen. The difference between the laundry room and the canteen isn't that big really, like both of them really have only like one spawn point that you have to watch all the time. That isn't like a good cover spot, which is this window on the canteen, and you know, it's another window on the laundry room. But again, here you actually again, you have cover here, so that's actually cool. So I kind of hope No Mercy will be somewhat like this as well. You know, it's not like Payday the Heist No Mercy, where cops can drop down from the ceiling absolutely everywhere. Because, yeah, in Payday the Heist that works because there aren't as many enemies on the map at the same time as in Payday 2. Also, I'm really good with these javelins, by the way. I'm so good with them. I can't hit shit with those things. But yeah, hopefully No Mercy is not just like a spawn fest for the enemies, so it becomes like another Henry's Rock, Shacklethorn auction, you know. And Shacklethorn auction was like the Loud. It was I feel like it was very similar to the Diamond. There's just spawn points everywhere, and not too many like super good cover spots, but you have a lot of like weird cover spots here and there. But and also Shacklethorn auction Loud was really weird. Unlucky I got taste there, but Shacklethorn auction was a little bit weird with the when you first like picked up the obsidian plate. I think the main loot item you're going for, the main objective in that heist. But as soon as you pick that up, you get an endless assault wave, which why overkill? Why really? So here's Bane. And there is Lock. You just run past them because they will continue to this next spot no matter what. It's only when Lock needs to take a pause and gets, you know, a breathing pause, I guess you call it. Because apparently, I don't know, maybe smoking too much? Who knows? Yeah, the only time you really need to clear out enemies for Lock is when he's taking a pause, like the weird ass pause. And yeah, I tested it out because the first attempt I actually got this far with no skills. I decided to just go all the way to helipad first. And then I found out, oh hey, he isn't actually like continuing, you have to clear out cops. Who knew? You actually had to clear out cops. Well, he's standing in that exact area, but everywhere else you can just ignore him and he will walk anyway. Because Locke is apparently like, he doesn't give a shit. What's that, like 100 like people with guns surrounding me, shooting in every single direction? Whatever, I just walk past all of them. Hey, don't die on me, just ignore the bullets. Also, Locke is not an enemy. I always like react to Locke for some reason. In every single heist he's present. Beneath the mountain, when I see him like run towards the chopper, I always shoot him. Almost always shoot him because, oh shit, that's an enemy. Oh wait, it's Locke. And yeah, Locke complaining. That's like Locke's like thermal drill. Go get it. Yeah, when you are not doing objectives fast enough, he starts to complain. Which is one thing I don't like about Locke. Like, he always complain if you are taking too long to do something. And you know, it was cute to begin with, but over time it became annoying, honestly. Hey, I actually managed to hit that bulldozer without missing. So yeah, here you actually need to clear out some cops. I'm not sure if you have to kill an X amount or something like around him, or if you just need to clear the area around him real quick. Because I think in the first room you have to kill an X amount of cops or something to get to the next area. At least it seems like that. And now we're getting to the helipad. I'm kind of, you know, taking cover, trying to stay alive. I don't want to go down without, like, for no reason. And I'll have to say I got lucky with this one. Got it in a pretty, like, good cover spot. Yeah, you have these spawns here, but, you know, I have a grenade launcher. Grenade launchers are really strong in this game. So, yeah. All you need to do is just sit there with a grenade launcher and just spam, spam, spam. Like you always do with grenade launchers, because they're so good. Like, who knew? A crowd control weapon is good in a game where you need crowd control because there's enemies everywhere. So, also one thing to mention about this outside area, there are a few sniper spawns, not too many of them. Also, that's a little bit unlucky. But, whatever. But yeah, there are a few sniper spawns, but it doesn't seem you get too many snipers, and I'm not sure if I got a single sniper to spawn here at all, so... I'm not sure if snipers are RNG in this part or not, but they probably are because, you know, overkill, they like their RNG sometimes. And yeah, last area here. All you need to do when you have gotten this far, just jump into the helicopter. The cops can't hit you there. Yeah, as you can see where I'm currently standing, just jump in here. Nothing can hit you here, and you just wait for luck. It's so easy. And also, point of no return timers still like have a long, like a good amount of time left, over 30 seconds left. So yeah, that's Hell's Island. Death sentence 1 down with no skills with Team AI. Went into custody once. If I redid this and, you know, got good RNG, I might be able to do this with like very few downs in general, but I'm too lazy to do that, sorry. So I don't know why I left this voice clip still in as I recorded this. But yeah, this is totally not a setup for No Mercy. Totally not. But yeah, this heist, at least it was good. At least it was good. Although it has some performance issues, but the design, level design of this heist is at least good. So, thumbs up to that overkill. And as always, showing off stuff I'm using. Anarchist, Electrical Brass Knucks, Javelin, the weapon mods on my weapons. Yeah, I'm just showing off, no skills, just in case. Crew abilities and boosts, very basic setup, and no mods and stuff like that. So yeah, that's that. Yeah.
Bane, you're not going to die, yeah? You've got to set us straight on this Kataru business.
I found a spot where you can get stuck.
Those Murkies away from us.
Yep. Cool.